Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Wuthering Waves reaction. Today we have Lingering Summer Light. I know nothing about this song. It's just one of the most recently uploaded songs, and I was like, hey, why the hell not give something that isn't in the comments a shot? Really just to see what a completely random shot in the dark song is gonna be like, because like, I don't know if this is a popular one or not. All I know is that it was uploaded, and I'm gonna listen to it. So I suppose, without further ado, let's go! Ooh, oh. Oh. My god, the chord clusters already. You're opening with that? Okay. Oh my god.
I've been here before.
Ooh.
Some summer air filled up my lung once more.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
hard to please. Drop in this mirror storm. Tell me how to die.
I love the airy quality on the back end of her voice. It's so clear up front.
In my hand.
But it almost sounds like two different people. It has that much airiness to it. That's a lot of airy quality to the back half of her voice.
If I could climb the endless loop, I'd take the amber's glow, where strap my heart to right up my new road. Stay with me.
Ooh. And the acoustic guitar in there, come on. Oh my god. This was such a happy accident pick. This is downright magical.
When you're by my side.
Ooh, okay.
The stars are right to form a line.
Almost like an R&B choice for the drums there. And there it is. Really leaking in all the energy until we hit this moment. Man. This is a brilliant blend of every instrument. This is so smooth.
Tears stream down your face. Wash clean your pain. You have come a long way. Look over there.
Little bass introduction there. Oh my god, her voice. It's so beautiful. Those accents. vocal at Phil.
how we used to be.
Break it up a little bit.
Find a
Gonna end with the guitar. Oh,
goodbyes are no more.
very washy resolution there at the end. I was wondering if they were gonna do like an outro, kind of bringing the piano clusters from the start back. That was such a cool intro. That was such a cool song. They need to stop making bangers for this game, all right? There are too many songs for me to get to. And like every single time I get to a new one, there's a new version of this fucking game with more beautiful and epic tracks, and I can't get to all of them. Can you maybe slow down a little bit? Thank you, Kuro Game. Okay, so I need to start from the beginning, obviously, right? If I was not going to edit this, this would probably be 10 minutes alone. This beautiful opening to this song, those specific note clusters are just, oh God, it's just, God, salivating at the beauty of that. I mean, you're going for a lot of like jazzy clustering in here, which is absolutely brilliant, that they were just kind of utilizing that as a starting point. It's like, that's so much musical information all at once, right at the beginning, without any sort of like placemat, any sort of starting point of what the song is going to be. This is the intro, and having those note clusters immediately makes you feel like you're in this magical world, like there is some dreamy landscape off in the distance that you're trying to reach, and it's just out of reach. It's like, that was the immediate feeling I had, was that sensation of having this like dreamscape in front of you and not really being able to decipher what may be real versus that dream. It's just, oh man, what a cool fucking opening. I mean, using like jazzy chord clusters like that and note clusters is just always really cool anyway, but utilizing it in this way, introducing you to the world of this song like that, is such a bold thing to do, because that is so much information that it might kind of scare some people. Maybe not literally, but like it might overwhelm them is probably a better word. And it's just so gorgeous. I mean, it was played beautifully, had a absolute metric fuck ton of reverb on it, which helped, because having that much reverb on it is actually going to help spread the information out a little bit, let it hang in your brain a little bit longer. And they were being very careful with that, I think. But God, what a gorgeous opening. To get into the theory of that would be what would make this like 10 to 15 minutes long, just this segment. So I'm not going to get into the nerd stuff with this one. Just note that that is a gorgeous opening. I'm sure you all felt it. And then what they decided to do after that, by just like breaking it down and having more of this dynamic approach to that intro, that like and it's just, oh man, keeping that rhythm, and again the dynamic of it, allowing it to breathe. Like there was so many times where you could feel the piano getting louder and then decrescendoing. It's just like, oh God, the flow of it. This entire song felt like it was trapped on the top of the highest, grassiest, most beautiful mountain with the greenest and bluest scenery for miles in front of you. That's why I was getting that dreamscape feeling, because it doesn't feel real. This is making a world sprawl out in front of you that just, it's so perfect. It's such an ideal place to be, and it almost doesn't feel real. That's again the dreamy aspect of it. I really can't get over how gorgeous this song started, and then you dare to come in here with simplified chords and a vocalist to match that dreamy quality. The vocalist of this song, absolutely phenomenal vocals. I mean, like I said, I was kind of geeking out about it. I had to control myself during the listen, but like this vocalist quality is so specific. Having this like very aggressive but like smooth airiness on the back end of their voice, while they have such clean notes that are obviously a little bit more in front of that breathy quality. That is such a desirable quality, to have a voice that not only has a texture that you can actually feel in the song and through a mix, but also notes that are so clear that you don't necessarily lose them in that texture. There are a lot of great vocalists out there that have great texture, but you can't really hear the tone. This vocalist has both of them. And that is unfair. How dare they? I mean, the vocals were gorgeous. I really can't get over it. The whole way through, it was super clean. Obviously, you're going to be adding processing to that. That's going without saying, right? But like, you wouldn't be able to pull that much breathy quality out of a voice that didn't have it naturally. So I can only imagine that acoustically, this vocalist, it has to be phenomenal as well. And oh man, I just, this whole song was so gorgeous. It had such a dreamlike state to it. I cannot get away from that term because it is so accurate to this song. What a beautiful progression on the piano, even in the simplified version too. Like, sure, the beginning was gorgeous. There was some great patterning and clustering there, but even the choice of some of the chord progressions throughout the song, the simplified versions of just going 1, 2, 1, 2, and just bouncing back between those at some points. And just as this song like exploded into more instruments, you have the strings coming in there, adding a great level of support and using it at some points as a lead, as a melody as well. And you're just like, whoa, like, I can't, there's every single time they added something new to this song, it felt like I was listening to a completely different track. And I don't mean that in like the way that the song didn't gel together. It gelled together perfectly, but every single layer had such an impact on the growth of this song's meaning and just general feel that it truly felt like a new experience every single time. That acoustic guitar coming in here, and just honestly, it felt mostly like it was repeating the same two chords there for a little bit before we got like the bass introduced and everything. Like using those as like stopgaps for more information to come in, introducing you to a whole new instrument before then adding another one and letting that one sit there with you for a while. And again, supporting it by all these other sweeter instruments like the violin and the acoustic, and just using those as the bridge, and then having the ostinato of the piano, that like little like that pattern underneath everything that was like the first third of the song after the intro. It had that going the whole time, and it was keeping that consistency of the track, and every single layer just added more and more to the feeling. That like R&B flavor in the kit when they introduced that, like it changed the feeling of the song a little bit. It evolved it even further, but it didn't take away the emotional aspect of the song. It just made it in some ways sweeter, a little bit more grounded maybe, because that's kind of the main factor of having a rhythm section, is to make things have a place to start, you know, in the overall structure of a song. But when you introduce them later, you need a reason for that to show up. You need a point in the song that pivots the energy a little bit. If you're going to introduce it later, you need that spot. And they did that here by transitioning with the acoustic guitar to the bass, and then having that drum part be in there, just like what they did later when they had the full kit come in, and that had even more energy, and it brought everything to a brighter and higher energy. It's just like, God damn it, every single thing in this song. This is one of the most beautiful tracks I've heard in a hot minute. Just in general structure, the composition of this is fucking brilliant. I can't stop geeking out about this. I need to at some point, but there is so much good about this song that I cannot really put it into words how brilliant this is. If you want to make a love song, if you want to make a song that has this like natural, smooth growth throughout all of it, copy this. You know, like this should be your Bible when it comes to that sort of a track. This is such a natural progression, starting with something that feels so light and airy and a little bit confusing maybe, but that's the value of it. And then it strips all of that down to reintroduce elements of it until we get to the end. That's why I wasn't sure if by the time we got to the end, if they were going to reintroduce that piano part and kind of add it as like a bookend to the whole journey. Like, hey, this is where we're going to be, heads up, and now we're here. I didn't know if they were going to end up doing that or end up doing what they ended up doing, which is just kind of adding this beautiful wash of a resolution at the end, all the notes and all the chords just kind of finalize and decay naturally, and that in its own right is such a beautiful way to end the song. But I was really wondering if they were going to start it and end it with that same motif, and I just, oh god, I could go on for this one forever. I could really keep going, but I should shut up at some point. So thank you all so very much for watching. I'm so glad I ended up just picking this one completely out of random. I am so hyped about this. This is such a beautiful track. If any of you have something else from Wuthering Waves, especially like if this is what they're putting out for like the new stuff, maybe some new stuff, they have way too many songs. I saw a few comments about that on the last video actually, about how many songs they've been putting out, but like if this is the quality we're getting for this version of the game, I want more of this. I hope there's more that sound exactly like this, or at least in the same quality, and maybe having the same composer attached, because what a brilliant fucking job. I cannot stop talking, and I really need to. So I'm gonna force myself to shut up here. Thank you all yet again, and I suppose if you want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!